Beautiful ballroom space. Thank you for being here for Meghana and Varun. There are table assignments this evening. Do be sure to find your table, your seat, and not just any seat. Thank you and welcome. Family and friends, for those of you that are in our beautiful ballroom space, you know that there are table assignments this evening. Do be sure to find your table, not just any table. Thank you and welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, family and friends, as you make your way into our beautiful reception space, do know that there are table assignments this evening. I can't get enough of you. Leave it all to you. You're right. I know I can't get enough of you. No. Things that I would do under your water. I was thinking Ladies and gentlemen, family and friends, once again, I hope you're having a beautiful day. Thank you for being here to celebrate with Varun and Meghana. As you make your way into our beautiful, beautiful reception space, you know that there are table assignments. There is a seating chart right in our beautiful garden space. Do be sure to check that seating assignment chart before you find your way to your seat. Ladies and gentlemen, family and friends, once again, do be sure to find your table, your seat, and not just any seat. Thank you. Do be sure to check those seating assignments posted in our beautiful garden space before you find your seat. Once again, do be sure to check those seating assignments before you find your seat. There are table assignments this evening. Thank you once again for being here to celebrate with Meghana Varun. Gentlemen, esteemed guests that traveled from near and far, once again, thank you for being here to celebrate with Varun and Meghana for the beautiful, beautiful wedding reception. Do be sure to find your seat and not just any seat. There are table assignments this evening. and gentlemen, family and friends, once again, if you haven't made your way to your seats at this time, I would like to kindly ask you all to please find your seats. We are just moments away from our family welcomes this evening. We are just moments away from our family welcomes this evening. Once everyone is seated, we'll be able to get started. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, family and friends, once everyone is in their seats, once everyone has been seated, we'll be able to begin. I do see we have a few folks still standing at this time. Please do find your seats. Ladies and gentlemen, family and friends, once again, if you're not in your seats at this time, you're not in the right place. If you're not in your seats at this time, you're not in the right place. Please find your seats at this time. Are you ready for a fun-filled evening? We've tried this a couple of times throughout the last few days, and you already know the drill. Ladies and gentlemen, I need you at your highest energy this entire evening. We're going to make our way from entrances to fun-filled program, to dinner, and right back out here for an open dance floor this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, we're celebrating our beautiful couple, Meghana and Varun. Are you ready to celebrate with Meghana and Varun? I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do a quick check in the room. Over here on my left-hand side, I need you to make some noise on 3. 1, 2, 3! All right. Over here on my right-hand Give it up for Sarojini, Arakatla, Purnima, Purna Brahmaya, and Jhansi Lakshmi Jalasani.
Money over, and I'm fucking you. And it's still running. Let's go. Put the gun aside.
Give it up for both halves of our party, both our groom side and our bride side. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for both sides. Ladies and gentlemen, next up is a moment that you've all been waiting for. I would like to kindly ask you all to please rise. Please rise at this time. Ladies and gentlemen, you all have some very, very neatly folded napkins right out in front of you. I need you to take those out, put them in your right or left hand, and I need you to wave them high. I need those napkins high in the air. Ladies and gentlemen, I need you to show our beautiful couple how much you love them. I need all the energy in the room. Give it up one more time for Warren and Meghana! Don't they look absolutely stunning this evening? Like king and queen on their throne. Give it up one more time for our beautiful, beautiful newlyweds. Let's hear it for Mr. Warren Aitaraju and Mrs. Meghana Chelasani. At this time, Warren and Meghana, don't get too comfortable. I'd like to welcome you right back down at this time to take part in your cake cutting ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome them with a warm round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, give it up for Warren and Meghana. with our absolutely lovely newlyweds. I'd like to welcome them back down one more time for their first dance as husband and wife. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Warren and Meghana.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, put your hands together and help me welcome Meghana and Shailaja Aikaraju. one more time, ladies and gentlemen, family and friends. Let's give it up for our groom's parents.
Thank you, everyone.
If you drive there, you just look up in the ocean.
Good evening.
In the ocean.
Thank you, everyone, for being here really to celebrate Varun and Meghana's wedding. And then we really would like to especially thank people who came from out of the country, like from India and many out of the state. And also, of course, friends and family from Michigan and Ohio. We are really okay. And then I really think this wedding would not have been possible, especially from our side, with all this precise planning and everything, without the real help from our close family, both in India and here, and also really the friends. So that's a really, really big thing. Especially, I would like to really call upon two groups that we are very, very closely here, especially in Michigan. What we call is a friendly. Another one is So just wanted to give a little bit about what is a family group and Baba group, just for everybody. Family group is where our friends from my ISRO days, where I worked together with a couple of friends who all came to Detroit, and then also I had Kanpur, my friends there. That's where we started.
It's very hard to fly.
And then afterwards, the Baba group that really grounded us in Michigan, really. With all the friendship, bonding, affection there. We could not really get out of Michigan, even though we all know that Michigan has got long winters. Really thankful to both those groups. And I really would like to mention that these two groups have a very big influence on Varun, especially in his childhood. And again, I would like to really thank one special person here, really, who has really made this last 1 month a meticulous planning and also execution. And also, this kind of thing only will happen probably in the launch vehicles, like this kind of. That's how she has done it, and she was also very compassionate, loving, caring. And I would like to really call upon Gayatri. She is much more than that. I'm telling you. She can really manage so many things, and really, Gayatri, without you, we would not have been here like this. And then, and also, if you see our composer and everything, we are all smiling just because we know that we have got a backbone here. Again. And also, I would like to mention some of the things that has happened in the last 1 month, crazily. 10 people build a beautiful pandiri, and then again making a very tasty sweets that are not so great. I think we're all very, very thankful to those kind of friends that we all have. I really, really thankful. And without all the time, really, we would not have been here where we are right now. Again, big thanks. So, and I think when I reflect Varun's especially journey, I again said that a very strong influence from the family group, from the Baba group, and again third, which is really the most, is an acronym humor friends. pull through these difficult times and be there when really when there is some help needed. And I'm really, really thankful to those big newcomer actor group. And and again, that's also the magic has happened. Magic has happened to Varun at Newman. Okay? So, and I'm telling you that one evening we get a text message from Varun that, hey, Dad and Mom, I got a girlfriend. And you know how you really feel at the time. But you know Varun very well. And again, Meghana, when we met her, and then actually we have been watching Varun and Meghana over the last 7-8 years. It was amazing. And every time when we meet them, the way in which they support each other, go through those medicine, very difficult studies, and then again how they excel in many, many, many fronts. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's really good. So, I think Varun has decided to take his medicine path in the junior, and then the destiny that made him to beat Meghana at Neomet and become a great doctor, and also Meghana achieving such a high achievements to her, and then now they decided to marry. It's really, really great. And I think 2 years ago, our kids have introduced us to Chalsani family, and we met at a Dunkin' Donut restaurant. And I'll tell you, the day we met Padma Garu and Venkat Chalsani Garu, we were really so happy that, and that kind of warmth, love he and she showed us. We know that Varun and Meghana are really the great pair, and also they have got such a great support, loving family, and then we are really assured, so great at the time. And then thank you so much to Venkat Garu and then Padma Garu. Today, I think everybody may think it's just a marriage between two people, but also no, it's also really a union of two families, Aitaraji family and Chalsani family. That's really the big thing we would like to celebrate. And here, I think we are really, really grateful, Meghana being part of our Aitaraji family. And also, we are very proud that Varun is a part of Chalsani family. So, these are all the great things that, I think I cannot imagine anything that I can really suggest. I think usually, these kind of things you need to have a session. I think these guys are really mature, very adult, but I think I would like to really just a small caution in both of us, we feel probably. I think that both are excelling in every area. And maybe at times a small kind of compromise on professional career probably might be needed. I don't know, but it may not be needed also. Just to make sure that you both have more time together and more fun together, more loving time together.
And more babies!
So that's really, that's the only thing I can say. And again, yeah, both have taken a very demanding careers, but at the same time, if there is a way they can really find more time to really stay, increase the happiness together, that's all. But again, they are the excellent people. I think I'm really, really proud of both Meghana and Varun. We are very, very happy, and also we are really very happy to be meeting with with the Chalasani family here. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, family and friends, one more time. Let's give it up for the Aika Raju parents. Mom, Aika Raju, don't go too far. I think at this time, I'd like to welcome up your son alongside you up to the dance floor for the mother-son dance. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Basically, right up next, we do have another beautiful speech for you all. At this time, I'd like to welcome up Meghana's grandfather and parents. Put your hands together and please help me welcome Purnamaya and Chalasani alongside Vicky and Bhagasha Chalasani at this time.
విషెస్. మేఘనాకి నాయనమ్మ తాతయ్య అవుతాం. మేఘనా పెళ్లి సందర్భంగా విచ్చేసిన మీ అందరూ మాకు దేవతామూర్తులాగానే అనుకుంటున్నారు. దేవతామూర్తులాగానే కనపడుతున్నారు. మా మేఘనాకి వాళ్ళ తల్లిదండ్రి చాలా డిసిప్లిన్ గాను గారంగా కూడా పెంచారు. గారంగా పెంచి ఇప్పుడు అందుకని నేను అమ్మా నువ్వు చాలా గారంగా ఉన్నావు, రేపు మరి అత్తారింటికి వెళ్తే ఎట్లాగో అంటే మా కోడలు చెప్పింది ఏంటంటే వాళ్ళు కూడా చాలా మంచి ఫ్యామిలీ, మీ మనవరాలకి ఏమి ఇబ్బంది లేదు, మేము ఇద్దరు తల్లిలో ఒక తల్లి నేను ఒక తల్లి అని చెప్పినట్టు మేము చాలా సంతోషపడ్డాము. చాలా సంతోషపడ్డాము. అయితే మా మనవరాలకు చాలా గారంగా పెరిగినా ఇప్పుడు మంచి ఫ్యామిలీలోకి వచ్చినందుకు మాకు చాలా సంతోషం. ఇప్పుడు ఇక నుంచి వాళ్ళకి ఇప్పుడు దాకా ఎట్లా జరిగిందో అంతకు 10 రెట్లు సంతోషంగా వాళ్ళ జీవితం కొనసాగాలని మేము కోరుకుంటూ వాళ్ళని మేము ఆశీర్వదిస్తూ భగవంతుడు కూడా మేము ప్రార్థిస్తున్నాం. అట్లాగే మేము మా కోరిక తీరాలని మీరందరూ కూడా చెయ్యట పెట్టి తదాస్తు అని అంటే
One more time, let's give it up for our beautiful grandparents.
Good evening, all. Meghana is our daughter. The reason why I said that is we are all here for Meghana's occasion. And I was always called as a Brahmaigari's son. After that, Padma's husband. And after that, Rajendra's brother-in-law. So on. At least after I turned 60, I wanted to be recognized as myself. That's why I wanted to avoid saying that I'm Meghana's dad. Anyway, on behalf of Chalasani's family, I thank you all for being here tonight. You're all traveled all across from different states and also different countries, from London and India. So for all that, we're happy. Seeing so many families and friends together makes this day more special. I want to say a few words on this occasion, but don't worry, I'm not going to take too much of your time. Meghana has always made me and Padma incredibly proud. She grew into a compassionate, hardworking physician, but more importantly, into a wonderful daughter and even better human being. As parents, we hope our children find somebody who respects them, supports them, and makes them smile. We are so happy she found all of that in Varun. When Meghana opened the Thai picky about Varun, as most of the parents, I don't want to say all the parents, because there are some smart parents who says yes to everything, but I was afraid how this guy is going to be. But when I met him, I was impressed. And our confidence in our daughter was doubled as we believed that she did the right choice. Today we are happy to welcome Varun Raitaraju into our family. It is clear how much you both care for each other and respect each other. And I know you will build a beautiful life together. I would like to thank our parents who came all the way from India just for this wedding, and they are saying this is going to be probably their last trip, but they helped us so much in shopping for this event. Even at this age, they spent several hours a day for several months. We are standing here today because of everything you did for our families, Amma, Annika. We are forever grateful. A special thank you to Varun's parents for raising such a kind, caring, young man. Thank you for trusting us and sharing the affection and love to our daughter. A small note about our son and daughter, Varun Chalsani and Palak Patadia. Thank you for always being there with your love, support, and occasionally a good advice. You're a wonderful couple. I cannot understand how cool my son is. Always cool, chill. His mind and Palak smiles all the time. That makes us happy. So, a small advice to Varun. I think you're showing that, but I want to say two things. You have to learn two things, or you have to practice more and more. First thing is you have to say that, honey, I love you. Second thing is, honey, you're right. I don't know how to say those two things, but I'm lucky Padma didn't put me in doghouse so far. So, to our daughter, Meghana, you have a special place in our hearts. And to both of you, we wish a lifetime of happiness, good health, and countless wonderful memories. Please. I want to thank all the family. If I don't mention anybody, please forgive me. Special thanks to all of you. So if you have a glass with you, please join us in raising a toast to the newlyweds. I know they have to. Congratulations and cheers to a long and joyful life together.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for the Chalsani parents. This time, I'd like to ask Dad not to go too far. I'd like to welcome up Meghana to the dance floor. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we are ready for the father-daughter dance. Put your hands together for a beautiful, beautiful father-daughter pair as they make their way to the middle of the floor. At this time, I think Meghana and her dad are ready. Are you ready for them?
చూడాలని
and gentlemen, now that we've had the ability to complete two very beautiful, beautiful parent dances, Lauren and Meghana, I'd like to invite you to your sweetheart table for the remainder of the program. Ladies and gentlemen, while they change seats one more time, it makes some noise for them. They look amazing, amazing this evening. Give it up for Lauren and Meghana. Up next, we have another fun-filled speech. This one by Lauren's brother. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, give it up for Quick second, here we go. One more time, give it up for him. One more time.
Hello, hello. Hello. For those who are unfamiliar, I'm Varun's younger brother. I'd like to thank everyone for being here. I suck at speeches, but I love these two, so let's go. Before I get started, a word from my sponsor, ChatGPT. None of that. First off, growing up 8 years behind Varun, I had a front row seat to watching him figure out life first before I had to think about my own. And he was a positive influence on me in more ways than I realized at the time. Probably one of the most hardworking and goal-driven people I've ever seen, and at the same time, as you guys saw this weekend, and earlier today, one of the coolest and most fun-loving dudes ever. Growing up with Varun meant he'd be your Kumon instructor and grade your work, which actually happened at one point in time. And then you guys would go home and play ping pong or basketball for hours, and I would just cook him. In that one moment, he'll be studying or lecturing you about being mature, and then he'd spontaneously break into a bunker session in the living room, just like making a bunch of noise. And probably daydream about being the next brown Justin Bieber. Which I've seen 1,000 times, and you're gonna have to get used to it. So, if you're just getting exposed to Varun, everyone here, you probably think he's some Hollywood action hero or some Alu Arjun, but don't let any of this fool you. This guy's just goofy. And just like, if you know, you know. So. Yeah, being able to share so many memories with Varun taught me a lot, whether it was growing up playing outside, tagging along to whatever he did, hanging out with his high school friends in the basement, or just hanging in his room when he was studying, which he did a lot. You guys know. Whatever it was, I was always learning something. For example, thanks to watching him torture himself through college, pre-med, med school, residency, and now whatever the hell is next, I guess. I don't know at this point, but I learned something very important. That whatever the medical field wasn't for me. So thank you. In all seriousness, having an older brother like Varun is something I don't take for granted. He never tried to tell me how to carry yourself or what to work toward. I just watched him and knew exactly what to do. So. first met Meghana, which is when Varun was moving into his direct med program at Akron. And I think it was his 18th birthday party, and everyone was gathered in his apartment. And obviously, little did I realize at the time that I would have to eventually make a speech. But little did I realize the immediate connection they built together. And a couple years later, Varun finally invited Meghana to our home, and I just remember that weekend we just binge watched all the Harry Potter movies, and yeah, you remember? And we immediately built a bond that felt like family. And then that's when I realized, yeah, I'll have to make a speech, and I'll have to make it. But also I realized Meghana embodies all the same great aspects Varun does in both. And props to Varun and Meghana for going through a whole year of residency and setting up this great event that we have going on this weekend. But that's just the people that they are, I guess. That is the people they are, making a positive impact and also setting up on things like this. So, and now I'm done.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time for Varun's brother. You know we can't have one sibling without the other. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please help me welcome Varun Jelasani alongside Bala Patadia at this time for their speech this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for our bride siblings.
Hi everyone. My name is Bala. I'm married to Varun, and I'm Meghana and now Varun's sister-in-law. To keep things hopefully less confusing, I'll refer to Brother Varun as my Varun. I guess you may have already known about how we're all related, but something you may not know about me is that I'm an only child. Ever since I was a little kid, though I loved all the attention and the toys, I really wanted a sibling. When I was little, it was simple, I just wanted someone to play with. But as I got older, I realized more and more that what I wanted was the beauty of shared experiences and memories. When my Varun and I started dating, it was clear I had won the lottery, getting to be with such a loving, patient, and fun person. Shortly after we started dating, I learned he has a sister. And though I didn't know it at the time, I would come to find that I had won the lottery in this department as well. A couple of years after my Varun and I started dating, Meghana applied to Neomed, and when she came for her interview, I got to host her in my apartment. I remember being so nervous and excited to meet her. It's a lot of pressure to meet someone that you hope is going to be part of your life forever. That weekend I learned about one of her most prominent qualities, her discipline and dedication to working hard. She spent a lot of time preparing for her interview, and of course, she crushed it. And then we got to have a sleepover afterwards. As you know, I was very nervous and excited, so I kept talking her ear off, asking her question after question, and eventually she quietly said, "Should we go to sleep now?" Considering her interview was early the next morning, always on top of it. I think the role of a sibling-in-law is really unique. You come into someone's life, into a role that's kind of already filled in many ways. You always hear about friends who become family, but I became family because her brother chose me. One time after we officially became sisters-in-law, Meghana was talking to somebody about how she has so many Gujarati friends. Considering she now also has Gujarati family, I said, "Hey, what about me?" And she looked at me confused and was like, "You're my friend." And I paused and realized that over the years, she had chosen me too. Meghana taught me that although it is really lucky that we gained this sisterhood, our friendship is really what is special because that's the relationship we chose to build and grow. Meghana and my relationship has really evolved over the years, and I'm thankful for all the phases. Late night conversations in her childhood bedroom, long car rides to St. Mary's. We all know Meghana for some incredible qualities, how multi-talented she is, intelligent, organized, all those things. But through these long conversations, I got to see her vulnerable, emotional, and softer side as well. It's hard to describe, but I feel the sense of protectiveness over the little Meghana that I never really got to meet, but I see glimpses of behind all grown-up Meghana. Over this past week of being at home for the wedding preparations, Meghana would catch me staring at her. She'd be like, "Hey, why are you looking at me?" And in the moment I said something like, "Oh, you know, because I'm a creep." But the real answer is because in that moment it felt like I was witnessing all the ways in which she grew up, the vastness of passing time, and I guess nostalgia and sentimentality for times that I wasn't even there for, if that makes sense. Meghana, I'm so glad that I get to be your sister and friend for life. Thank you for choosing me too. Now to move to Varun. We met Varun at a 5-star restaurant, which my Varun will tell you more about. I don't really remember what happened or what was said, but I think that's the beauty of it. If you think about the memories that stick out with the people you love, they're often of extreme emotions or unique memories. But what I've learned is that one of the most special parts of relationships is getting to do the mundane together. And those memories don't often stick out, but that feeling lingers. That feeling that I remember is comfortability. From the beginning, Varun has seamlessly blended into our dynamic, and honestly, as I've seen him in more and new settings, I get to see that he has a special gift of doing that with anyone. He's a chameleon. He can quickly shift from talking to an older family member, to a young niece, to his closest friends, and it's effortless in a way that is so genuine and authentic to the person that he is. Obviously, the thing that is the most important to us is how much he loves Meghana and shows that love for her. Varun is a silly dude in general, which I appreciate because he can always make a moment light. But I've seen his seriousness too in the moments that matter. Like this morning when we were welcoming him to the mandap, he was so focused and locked in and saying all these Sanskrit words so perfectly. I was very impressed. As daughter-in-law to new son-in-law of the family, I have to tell you from personal experience that you're marrying into an amazing family, which I know you already know. Many years ago, I was accepted into this family like one of your own, and I know it's going to be the same for you. You're getting the most loving and fun grandparents, the most supportive and steady parents in Mama and Atama, the most calm, caring, and hilarious brother in Varun, and honestly, an iconic extended family. And really, I mean, the whole Aitaraja family is melding into our family, and we're really, really excited. Thank you, Meghana Varun, so much for being so kind and gracious and just perfectly fitting into our family. I have a little bit more to go. We've had the privilege to watch Meghana and Varun's friendship and love grow over the course of almost 10 years. They're, of course, incredible partners for each other, and though I know everyone says this in the reception speech, I really mean it when I say that they truly complement each other very well. It's evident that they're best friends first, and that has created the foundation for the relationship. They're always joking, poking fun, and laughing at and with each other, and I think that's the secret to a beautiful partnership. The very last thing I want to say, or share, is a story from Meghana and Varun's engagement last year. After it had ended, Meghana, my Varun, and I were sitting at a table, just kind of taking a breather, not really saying much. All of a sudden, we noticed that Meghana got tearful. We asked her why, and she said she was emotional, thinking about all of the loved ones who'd come to celebrate them. Most of their favorite people were under one roof, and how lucky and blessed she felt. Meghana, Varun, I know I don't have to really tell you this, but just in case, I want to remind you to take a couple moments to look around tonight at all the love and support that you're surrounded with. What a special feeling for a special people. Meghana, I'm so happy for you that you found your Varun. I guess these birds are something special. Varun, I'm so happy to be gaining you as our brother. We love you guys so much. We wish you all the joy and adventure out there. Looking forward to a lifetime of shared memories and getting to watch your guys' love banana blossom even more.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us for this wonderful occasion, for joining us in this marriage between, one of the best people in my life, amazing dancer, such a beautiful person, and my sister, Meghana. So I'm also Varun, Meghana's brother. Last few years, to avoid the confusion, our family has been calling me V1 and they call him V2. So I'll do the same thing for the speech. So firstly, of course, we thank our parents, our grandparents, extended family for all of their hard work last several months, last few weeks. Behind the scenes, putting all of this together. Obviously, this is not possible without any of that. Over the last few weeks, we saw firsthand just how much work goes in behind the scenes. So thank you. And our grandparents, several extended family members, they came from long distances, from India. That's very difficult to do. So we were really thankful that you were able to be here. So just a quick shout out also to my wife, Paula. She has done a lot as well, has had a lot of thoughtfulness, put in a lot of effort into making this weekend more special for Meghana. So I'll start off, I'll talk about V2 first. So I always knew he was a quality guy because when he met us for the first time, he took us to the finest Mexican restaurant, not just in the country, but in the whole world. So we got our Chipotle bowls, we sat down, and we had a pretty good conversation, and afterwards I told Meghana that she made a nice selection. And the reason I said that about him is that V2 is both a cool guy and a good man. On one hand, he's confident, he's charismatic, he looks good in earrings, and he has a pretty nice beard, which means a lot coming from me. But on the other hand, he has a humble type of confidence. He's polite, and he is genuinely curious about the lives of others. Most of us guys, unfortunately, we fall into one category or the other, but V2, he has both. On the first night of his bachelor party, there was a basketball game on, so we were watching it. At some point in the fourth quarter, almost everyone went outside to go sit in the pool and the hot tub. But the game was pretty close, so me and one other groomsman decided to stay and finish the game. So, finished the game, some time passed, and before I was able to make it outside and join everyone, V2 came back inside to check in on what was going on, like why we hadn't come outside yet. So, even though it was his party, he was having the time of his life with the boys, the hot tub was way more comfortable than inside of that Airbnb. He was, very aware and present of all of us in that moment. So, I want to thank V2's parents for raising a good man like him. And in addition to this, all of you have welcomed us very graciously into your lives, so we're very thrilled to be expanding our family. So now I'll end by saying some words about Meghana. So the two of us were very fortunate because between the years of 2003 and 2010, we spent 4 summers in India with our grandparents. And when we were younger, we used to always fight about the smallest things for no reason. But every time during all of the India trips, for some reason, it was like a switch just flipped. All of that stopped. We got along perfectly. And as a result of all of those summers, we got much closer to our grandparents. Unfortunately, though, with the passage of time, it becomes harder and harder to preserve certain memories. So I wanted to share some parts of one of Meghana's journal entries from 2010 that she shared with me. And for context, our Tatagaru had us keep a journal during all of our trips so that one day we'd be able to look back on them. So I guess it came in pretty handy for this. So this is an excerpt from her journal entry dated July 15th, 2010. I woke up at 9 and brushed. I had chacos for breakfast. We had lunch and went to CMR Central. On the way out, Tapgaru bought us ice cream. When we were in the car, Tapgaru saw a poster advertising a magic show. He said that we'll go, exclamation mark. Tapgaru bought us ladies. And then she went into some details about the magic show, all the tricks that the magician did. At the bottom she wrote, the ticket for the show is taped to the back of this sheet. So for comparison, here's my journal entry from that day. We got up, we went to the magic show, it was good, went to sleep. So this is important because, thanks to Meghana kind of being the polar opposite of me in many ways, and her meticulousness, level of attention to the details, no matter how small they seemed at that time, I now have a much better recollection of that day that I otherwise would have just forgotten. So thank you for keeping those memories alive. I'm honored to be your brother, and I'm very proud of who you have become. One final note to my brother-in-law. Starting today, we are no longer B1 and B2. We are B1A and B1B. But you're 1B. Congratulations. Thank you, everyone else.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time for a beautiful, beautiful speech from Shalasani and Natalia. In good fashion, we have saved the best for last. The best for last. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, family and friends, please give it up for your newlyweds of Varun and Meghana.
How we feeling? Yeah, okay. I like the energy. So I want to start off by thanking all of you for being here tonight. I know it's a Sunday night. I know some of you guys work tomorrow. I know some of you guys also took off for this. So really appreciate everyone being here. It means so much to both Meghana and I. So thank you guys. Thank you guys so much. This has been the most incredible, beautiful, unforgettable weekend, and it's probably going to end up being the best weekend of our lives. Meghana and I are having so much fun, so it's been a complete blast. We've talked to some married couples that say like the bride and groom really don't, get to enjoy their wedding weekend as much as they'd like to because there's all these responsibilities. But at the Sangeet, at the Barat, the wedding, we've been having the time of our lives. So thank you guys so much. It's all of you guys. You guys bring the love, you guys bring the energy, you guys bring the excitement, and you guys are what makes this week special. I'd also like to thank our incredible vendors. This wedding has been over a year in the making, and we could not have done it without all of you guys. Truly, you guys were very deliberately chosen by both Meghana and I, but mostly Meghana. For your creativity, for your ability to make things happen, your flexibility, your kindness. You guys have been amazing throughout this entire process. We're so, so thankful to all of you guys. To Mom and Dad, thank you so much for the childhood you gave me. I tell people all the time that I think I had the best childhood of all time. And a lot of that was
growing up in Troy on Heartland Avenue, always being outside, always being outside, the communities that we had growing up, big family, Baba Group, all these people were just so instrumental in my childhood and just the way I developed. So I can't be more appreciative to all you guys. And this is just a showing. This is just, it's easy to see why I have the greatest childhood of all time. Everyone's here. So thank you guys so much. Growing up, you guys would definitely be considered tiger parents. That's for sure. I'm sure a lot of people in this room can attest to that. So you guys put me in every opportunity imaginable, from basketball classes to piano lessons to tennis practice, and at some point I was doing ice skating classes, which is crazy. I can't even imagine, I was an ice skater at some point. But, growing up, I realized that a lot of that was because you guys didn't have those opportunities growing up and that exposure and those experiences, and you wanted to make sure that I did. And I think that's a huge reason I am the way I am, and I could not be more thankful. And if I were to raise my future child even half as well as you guys have, they'll turn out just fine. I know that. I know that. So, even though, as you hinted at, I'm 8 years older than you, and I come off with a lot of older brother energy, always trying to teach you and lecture you and mentor you wherever I see an opportunity possible. The truth is, you've taught me just as much, if not more, than I have taught you in my entire life. You have taught me the importance of staying in the moment, finding balance in life, and not just, going gung-ho on your career or thinking about the future 5 to 10 years from now, but living in the moment. You've taught me the importance of being healthy, which I'm slowly taking tips and tricks from you, but I know I'm not at your level of happiness with me, but I'm still learning from you, truthfully, and it's just great to see how much you've grown. You're a lot more introspective than I was at your age, and you have values and beliefs that sometimes conflict with the people around you, but you stay true to that. You're confident in your values and beliefs, and that's something that I still haven't attained. So I think that's amazing that you have that. You've grown so much in just a couple of years, and I can't wait to see how you develop and grow over the next few years. To my new in-laws, Mamaya, Ataya, it's weird to say that because I've been saying uncle and auntie for 8 years now, but this feels very different, but also much better. So thank you for accepting me with open arms right from the start. I remember the first time I came to your house, can't remember exactly how many years ago that was, but the truth is I had so many mock simulations in my mind about how things would go, what to say in the right moment, what to do if this happened. So many hours prepping this interaction, how I could make them love me. But the truth is, I walked in, Uncle handed me a glass of whiskey and said, let's go play pool. And I knew I was in. I didn't have to make any effort. They have already accepted me at that point. I was already part of the family. So long before today, I feel like I've been a part of the Chalsani family, truthfully. Yeah, that's right. Thank you to both Uncle, Auntie, Mamaya, Ataya now, for accepting me and bringing me to the family. To Varun and Pollock, you guys are the kindest people I have ever met, truthfully. Your love for each other is so beautiful and so strong. We see it every time we talk to you guys, every time we see you guys. It's just so beautiful, and we just love seeing that. You have been our mentors, our advisors. You are there whenever we need to trauma dump or complain about residency or wedding planning. You guys are always there and listening, so we really appreciate that. We will probably continue to give you random calls to complain about life over the next few years, so be ready for that. But this past year, with you guys living, back in Ohio, has been so much fun. From board game nights and walks around green to spending holidays, Christmas, all of those events together. We've made so many more memories, and I can't wait for way more memories as the years go on. So thank you so much. And finally, Meghana. It's really hard to put this into words. I've known you for 9 years, and it's been crazy to see our relationship develop and grow. You are the most caring, loving, and thoughtful person I have ever met. You care so much about your loved ones. You care so much about your family, your friends, me. But in general, everyone around you cares so much about, even when it feels like you have no time to think about anything else. So the fact that you care so much, you've given such thoughtful gifts to your friends and me, and I feel like I can never match those gifts when I give it back to you over the last few years. So you're just genuinely so thoughtful. As many of the top speakers have mentioned, you're also very intelligent, very hardworking, and very passionate. Megan and I studied very frequently together in medical school, and I turned out to be the most average student at Neomed, and Megan was valedictorian. So that just shows you how the passion you have towards your work is so admirable. Meghana does not quit until she understands something completely, and she takes care of her patients thoroughly. She's truly the best physician I know. And I'm so excited to see what you achieve, and for every achievement, I'll be by your side saying, that's my wife. It truly feels like we grew up together in many ways. You've shown me so many new things I never thought I would explore or get into, like Quinn XCII, true crime stories, hiking, and game nights. And I take full credit for making you a Detroit sports fan. It's hard to pinpoint a specific time when I knew that you and I were in it for the long run. But gradually, over the course of years, I realized that whether it's trying new restaurants, traveling to new places, or just being at home, there's no one I would rather do it with. And every moment with you is just so fun, so exciting, and I can never be bored of hanging out with you. I know that for sure. Every waking moment I can spend with you and never get tired. I can't wait to build a home with you, raise a family with you, grow old with you, and experience everything that life has to offer with you. Thank you for choosing me. I love you so much, and I couldn't be prouder to call you my wife.
Wow, that's going to be a tough one to beat. Hi everyone. I can't even begin to tell you how grateful I am to be here with you all tonight. This whole week, and especially the last few days, have been an absolute dream, and I really mean that. To see our communities come together for us has been so unreal. Lauren and I truly feel so loved and blessed to have the best families and friends, all of whom traveled from near and far just to be by our side this weekend. To start off, I want to thank my parents. They've supported me since day one. Thank you for everything you've done for me. Sorry, I might cry. I've already cried like 3 times, but probably more than that this weekend. I would not be where I am today if it weren't for your constant encouragement. With Mom listening to me rant on the car ride home after a long day, and Dad saying, there's truly nothing you can't do. Thank you for all the time and effort you put into making this wedding week happen. Truly would not have been possible without you. To my now in-laws, which is also crazy to say, Mamaya Natama, thank you for welcoming me with open arms into your home from the first day that we met. I knew that you were the sweetest, most caring in-laws that I could ask for. You're always rooting for us. And I want to thank you for also raising this incredible young man I get to now call my husband. I want to thank my grandparents. Vaisakh Tatkaru, who's here with us in spirit, Full Tatkaru, Nainamma, and Amamma for traveling all the way from India at their age, when it's certainly not easy, and for teaching me literally everything that I know, caring for me so deeply from the day I was born. Thank you to all my extended family, aunts and uncles, you know who you are, who've traveled so far, and for all the work they've done, not only this weekend, but really for the last year or more with wedding preparations along the way. Nothing would have been possible without you. Big thank you to my cousins for always bringing the vibes. I love you. And for all your hard work through late nights and early mornings this week. Special shout out to the assembly line. You know who you are. To my brother, Varun, thank you for sharing your 30th birthday week with me for my wedding, and for sharing your name with my now husband. I've loved growing up and learning so many valuable lessons from you. You always humble me in the best ways possible, and really, I thank you for the best gift that you've given me, the best big sister. Palak, you've been the biggest joy to get to know, and truly, you're such a genuine soul. I feel so lucky to be able to experience your never-ending energy and creativity, which is always just a text or phone call away. I love you both so, so much. Your relationship is what we strive to emulate. Oh, also, huge shout out to our incredible bridal party. You guys have been the best, biggest hype squad. You helped me out so much this entire weekend. Who would have known all of the things I would need to text and be like, I need this, I need that, and you've delivered. Thank you so much. And Sohan, thank you for being the incredible little brother that you've been to Varun. I've loved getting to see you grow up. I can't wait to see us continue to get closer over the next lifetime. And last but not least, Varun, loving you has been the easiest thing I've done. You are the most kind and loving person who has been right by my side through all my highs and lows for the last 9 years. And I can't thank you enough for everything you've done. You're patient, compassionate, confident, and just the right amount of easygoing to balance me out. Somehow we pulled off this wedding, and it's all because of you. Calmly listening to all the crazy details I cared about, and executing with not none, but very few questions. I know that you didn't really care about the details, and you really just wanted to get married, which I love you for, but you did so much, truly, truly, to make this happen. And I know at the end of the day, it's just because you cared so much about me and me having my weekend, the weekend of my dreams. At this point, I really feel like you know me better than I know myself. I love you more than words can describe. I think this is the first time I've ever seen him cry. Thank you all again for being here and for being our village. We love you all and can't wait to keep celebrating tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, family and friends, give it up for your very own newlyweds, Varun and Meghana. Our program is just about coming to a close, but we do have one more very, very special performance. It's more than just a dance, it's a celebration of Varun and Meghana's journey together. Through a series of narration and dance performances, their family and friends will take you through the story of how they met, fell in love, and arrived at this unforgettable weekend. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for this next performance? I can't hear you. Are you ready for this next performance? Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't have a good view of the middle of our floor, please make sure that you have a
good view. I believe there are a number of you part of this. Ladies and gentlemen, we are just about ready for this next one. I'm going to give you guys about 60 seconds to get situated. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, if you need a good view of this beautiful, beautiful performance, this beautiful journey that's about to be illustrated for you all, feel free to make your way into a good view of this next one. Again, I'm going to give you guys just another 30 seconds. Just want to make sure that you are all absolutely prepared. I know that there's a lot of hard work and effort has gone into this. I want to make sure that you guys are ready before we get going. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think we are ready. I think we are ready. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time. Are you ready for this performance? Let's do this.
Every great love story starts somewhere, but this one started when two people were barely adults, had no idea what the future held, and somehow ended up here today. Before we begin with their story, let's start with high school, before they even knew each other existed. What was Meghana like? Oh, I am so very excited. Let's just start.
I think
You may be thinking, both of them seem like the nerdy type, right? Well, let's see what it was really like. Now fast forward 1 month into college. Varun sees Meghana in the distance. The wind picks up, the leaves dance through the air, the rain begins to fall, and in that moment, it feels like they're stepped straight into a Hollywood love story. shut. Varun asks,
Meghana, will you go out with me?
Meghana responds,
I kind of need to study.
wow, heartbreaking. Who's crying sheep? Who's crying sheep? Who's crying sheep? Looks like Meghana. She is interested after all. One phone call later, and the two were off on their very first date.
मेरी क्वीन तू बराबर पोज पर
and gentlemen, that was the loved ones of Meghana and Varun. Meghana and Varun. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that were part of that performance, let's get all of you up here for one big group picture. Ladies and gentlemen, that was absolutely epic. Let's give it up one more time at the end of this program for our beautiful newlyweds, Varun and Meghana. We'll see you on the dance floor in 30 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, our amazing staff here at St. John's will be releasing tables. Our amazing staff right here at St. John's will be releasing tables, so please do stay tuned. They will be releasing tables very shortly. They'll be coming around, but thank you once again for being here to celebrate with our beautiful
ladies and gentlemen, family, friends. Our amazing staff here at St. John's will be dismissing the table, so please let them do so before making your way to the dinner. I do see a very, very hefty line on either side, so I want to make sure that you have a seat to also make your way over to the bar bingo, so you don't have to wait in that long line for food. Thank you once again. start there. We're not gonna stop. So that joy, joy, joy.